Come on in, come on in. This is about to be the grand finale. Now, I just have to shamelessly plug my Breakfast Club segment every Friday. Make sure you guys tap in. I'm trying to put on for the next generation. Okay, so your support is definitely appreciated. Also, definitely tap into our Pastor Aux playlist. You guys don't already follow us on Instagram. And like I said, I've been doing this for about 7 to 10 years. I met Ruben through Instagram, following his freestyles. I became a fan. Domani I met in the street, followed him, became a fan. Like, I meet people very randomly. Last Pastor Aux, one of the headliners had submitted music to me like 2 years ago. His name is Jehovah. He's from South Carolina. Liked the song, became a fan, played his record. So like stuff like this like is not just like a social event. It's really like building and networking, and like I really support people who support me. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you. Yeah. All right, y'all ready for Domani? Yeah. I said one more time. Are y'all ready for my brother Domani? Make some noise. All right, one more time, because Domani a little slow. Can I get a Yo, Domani, you gotta let me know what they do in Atlanta. That's not a Yo, I don't know why you and Ruben just ain't do y'all record together. Actually, they requested it when you wasn't here.
We sure should have.
We sure should have. How are you
probably
feeling?
Still could. I'm good though.
You kind of still can. Let me know. I'll send the record.
For sure.
I got it. Look, he ain't ready. Tricking.
How are y'all? Y'all good? For sure.
How are you?
Wonderful, amazing.
This is home for you.
Yes.
Yes. How's it feel?
Feels like home. I ain't gonna lie. It feels like home. It feels amazing.
Okay.
I just like being around dope people, for real. You put this thing together and the turnout is amazing. I'm just happy to be here.
I was telling them how I met you randomly on the street in LA.
Sure did. Yeah. Nah, we did.
This is a cool full circle moment for us.
And then you had a studio, and we just got in the studio and we
you playing me music?
Played some music. We was just vibing out.
Yeah, man. I've always just been a fan of lyricism, which I keep emphasizing to the crowd today, because I feel like it's something that doesn't really get enough praise. Like, talent doesn't get enough praise.
Right.
How do you feel being in this class when that's the case?
I feel like, you mean like the music that's out right now?
Yeah, like how are you staying authentic to still being a lyricist?
I try to put my phone down a lot of times. Try to put my phone down. It's a lot of distractions. It's a lot of different ways you could go and a lot of temptations. And I find when I put my phone down and I sit in the studio and I look within, something authentic always comes out, you know?
I like that. You said light that candle.
Okay. I know. I know you. For sure.
This is just a personal question because you said you put your phone down a lot. I know you only follow 5 people on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I always feel like that is a really healthy thing, but I don't really have the heart to because I'm nosy.
Nosy like what? Nosy like what? Like you want to see what people post?
I want to see what's going on. Do you have a burner? Tell me the truth.
No, I don't.
No?
No, I don't. I got my people run. I got the Forever Records page. My people run that.
Yeah.
And but my people really be sending me like different stuff and keeping me in the loop with everything that's going on, like music wise.
Okay.
Especially if it's like a traffic on the interstate or something like that. You know what I mean? ATL Scoop, they'll send me stuff like that. So I'm always in the loop. So.
Yo, ATL School makes me never want to move to ATL. I'm not gonna
I know, that's crazy. It's not all like that. That's just all the crazy stuff. You know?
Okay, that's the shade room of ATL.
Yes, it is.
Got it. Okay, now let's talk about the new record you dropped. I love how you let the fans decide the record.
For sure.
I be in the comment section saying, hey, this one, pick this one.
For sure.
I appreciate you actually picking the one that I picked. I love that.
Man, I love that you got the same taste as me. For sure.
What was the, or I guess like what happened when you wrote that record? Because it seems really introspective and personal to like you and your family life. So where were you at when you wrote that?
Sleep It Off. That record was just talking about not necessarily addiction, but just indulging in alcohol and any of those vices like that. And talking about not only the fun side, but the other side that people don't talk about, the not so fun side. Like, having to miss whatever you had planned that day because you had to go sleep it off, literally. Waking up with a hangover or starting problems with people that you usually wouldn't start problems with because you had the liquid courage, you know, and you really didn't even know that you started drinking or doing whatever you was doing because you didn't want to feel whatever you was feeling at the moment. So just talking about all of those different angles, those perspectives.
The visuals have been crazy. I can't remember the name. I mean, I like the one for that one too with the ballerina on the piano, but
oh yeah.
There was another visual that you shot. It was you and the gang in a car, and y'all was like getting hyped.
Yeah,
like
I did it.
That was fun. Who's coming up with these?
Just a bunch of my guy Jacob shot that one.
Okay.
He's a dope photographer. He's a dope, just creative altogether. But yeah, we was just right there by McDonald's, and I got me some fries right before that shot. Right before that shot, I went and got me some fries, and I don't drink soda, but I got me a Sprite, and I just knew it was gonna be.
You know, Sprite is soda, right?
I know I don't drink soda, but that day I said I'm gonna get me a Sprite.
Oh, okay. I feel like black people be trying to act like Sprite and Canada Dry is not soda.
Nah, Sprite is soda.
Okay.
Just because it's clear, that don't mean it's water.
Okay.
So Sprite is soda. But yeah, I had me a snack, and then we got in that car and just went crazy, and the video really just took off.
Yeah, video was crazy. And then lastly, I want to open up Q&A for the fans.
Of course.
Because this is what it's really about. Did you guys have any questions for Domani?
You don't?
1 and 2.
I gotta keep asking myself how I feel. I gotta keep asking myself how I feel, like in the studio. And I feel like as long as I keep saying exactly how I feel and really putting my true opinions, my true thoughts out into the world, just keeping the right people around me, having a great team around me, everything's gonna fall in place. For real, everything's been a upwards trajectory, for real. Every project I drop, every single I drop has been in the upwards trajectory, so we really just having fun with it. For sure. Thank you, bro. You too.
I know you talked about it in your song, Feeling the Neck. How has that been stepping into your own legacy, your own art?
You know they say you don't know what you're doing until you stop doing it. I don't even see it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't see it. I just see me getting in the studio, making music and putting it out and really putting visuals to it, traveling the world and performing on stages. That's all I see. You know what I'm saying? Then I run into people at things like this, shows like this, events like this, and I hear people tell me how my music or whatever I'm doing has affected them positively, and that's when I really get that real perspective. But I don't think about it like that because I don't really know, for real. That's a good question. Most difficult? I think most difficult is, like I said, with all the distractions and all the different ways you could go, is really finding yourself and kind of zoning out the voices, the other voices, the background noise, and really finding yourself and knowing when to think and when not to think. That's making music right there. Balance. I overthink, but I think making music is a balance of thinking and not thinking, because you gotta feel, and to feel, you gotta let go of your thoughts, for real. And you gotta put it together and kind of wrestle with words and think, you know what I'm saying? So it's a balance of thinking and not thinking. That's the most difficult part, and because I am an overthinker. The most natural part, it's a great question. It's just being creative. Just whatever it is, it's just being creative. Even if I don't know how to do, you know how they'll show you like it'll be a blueprint of how to do something. I used to throw away the instructions, build stuff on my own, and it's like, it just always turned out to be either how I was supposed to build it or better. So. That's a great question. What do? You in the music industry? It sounds like you know exactly what's going on. Cause I'm at that space where it's like people feel like they can obtain. It's like they could drain me if I let them. Cause a lot of people feel like I'm not all the way there yet. So it's possible to hang out with you, be your friend, or it's possible to get a verse, and that I'll have to do so many verses if I said yes to everybody, and I will really pour until my cup run out of stuff to pour. So I'm at that weird space where people find it like possible to get something from me. So that is a great question. I really just I give out my number. I ain't gonna lie. I give out my real number. I give out my real number, and people send me beats, and I listen to them. But they call me though. The ones that gotta keep calling me, and I be like, nah, I just did this yesterday. This is kind of crazy. Somebody had to keep calling me. They called me yesterday. Did you check it out? I said, nah, I gotta check it out now. And I checked it out, and I found something that I like, and that's how music happens. But
you about to get spammed.
I know, it's crazy.
You definitely about to get spammed.
But you never know what the situation is or what's gonna be what. You can't predict the future. But I've been having this finna go crazy. I've been having the same number since, this is my only number I ever had. I've been having the same number.
I think it's about time you change that. I do. Yeah. I really do. Or maybe keep it.
This is the only number I've ever had my whole life.
I kind of rock with that. Go ahead.
I just always knew what I wanted to do. I always knew what I wanted to do. And of course your parents want to help you and want to let you do sometimes the least amount of work as possible, because they already done made the mistakes, and they already done did all the work, and they want to, you know what I mean, you want to make the work a little bit easier for your child. Me, I wanted to jump out and swim. So I wanted to go figure it out and do it on my own. So I guess doing that, being hard-headed like that, I found myself, but it's definitely, I ran into a lot of the mistakes that I didn't have to make. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's how I did find myself.
Go ahead, Ruben. Ain't nothing wrong with that, by the way. That's how you're supposed to find yourself.
For sure, yeah.
How much for the feature?
Rule for you, crazy. That's a great crazy. I don't charge for a feature. I don't charge for a feature.
I need 10 minutes right now.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
What's your thoughts on content creation behind the music?
It's a great question, man. That's where we at right now. Content is everything. Content is what a music video was, or what a commercial was. Cause that's what we looking at. We all on our phone, and everything that we see is basically an advertisement, a commercial. And today, we trying to figure out how to promote without letting people know that we're promoting, because no one wants to be sold something. We on here for entertainment. We want to laugh or be taught something. But
I feel like you got ear blockers when it comes to cause me right now, I'm at a place where I'm posting. I don't give a fuck if a nigga don't follow me or not. You know what I'm saying? Is that the mindset you should have?
depends on, I can't say no to that. I can't say no. Depends on what you're trying to do and how you're trying to do it. Me, I just take note of what, because we're working with the algorithm, and the algorithm, we finna get deep, all right? So the algorithm is basically like a playlist. When you put your music, when you put your song on a playlist, however many times it gets skipped, that's when you're gonna get bumped down, and you're gonna get bumped down. If it keep getting skipped, they're gonna get you off of the playlist. That's the algorithm. So I try to study what people skip, what makes people watch a video to get that engagement, all right? Right, to get that engagement. Keeping that in mind when I create content, but I'm still being myself, and I was in a weird space not understanding it, but I'm still being myself, just keeping that other stuff in mind. Like a vertical video. You do making vertical videos? Okay, that's a main thing. So you know what you're doing.
Niggas look at Instagram like it's these shows. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be A1. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm thinking too much, posting too much, or is posting too much even a thing in your life?
Nah.
I'm sorry to cut you, but we got to start his performance. I just want to let the two ladies.
I'm gonna be here though. I'm gonna be here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say yeah. I like country music. I like it because country got like a crazy storytelling aspect to it. It's always a crazy story. It's always a good story, engaging story with country music. I like pop. I like jazz. So yeah, of course.
I would like that.
First of all, I just want to say I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
What you doing, man? You up there for real. No matter, what people think, whatever, you up there. You are
For sure.
And I just want to say, ask, who is someone or people that you would like to actually work with that you haven't yet?
Who would I like to work with? People want me to say J. Cole. They want me to
Not
say
people want me to say.
Yeah, they want me to say J. Cole. I would love to work with J. Cole, Kendrick, my family though. I want to do I feel like one day my whole family we gonna go on tour. So that'll be dope. A family tour. That's what I want to do. See?
Yes.
Yeah, a new one. Something else.
That would be crazy. All right, I'm sorry. We have to start the show, but you're going to stick around, right? After?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Y'all make some noise for my brother Domani.